Hi, Field to Fork class. This is my name. My name is Nathan McCullough. My topic is the 100-mile diet. So what is the 100-mile diet? 100-mile diet is buying foods that have been grown from seed to harvest within 100 miles of the consumer. These foods can range from our meats, dairy, grains, and our produce. You can also be described as a locavore, which is defined as a person eating locally to produce sustainability and environmentally friendly. So why is this topic important? Well, it's helping society leave a small environmental footprint. It reduces our emissions from food travel. It's promoting a healthy lifestyle with fresh local foods. And it's helping our local economy. And reducing preservatives in our foods. Bold here, knowing where our food's coming from. It's better to have locally grown food than eating some food that is coming from either different countries or whatever. You don't know the health and safety on those kind of things, right? So positives. We're going to reduce our fossil fuels. We're going to be investing in our local community and our local farmers and markets. We're going to reduce pesticide and preservative use because this is not going to have to travel as far to the consumer. Health and safety. Personally knowing where your food is coming from is a good feeling. You're not going to, like I said, you're not going to want food from different countries not knowing what their health and safety standards are down there. And appreciation of the 4 seasons. Every season we get different kinds of foods here in Canada, and it'll be good to look forward to those. So our negatives, less alternatives. Tropical fruits, we're not going to be able to eat any of that in Canada if we just ate locally because we don't have the kind of climate to produce that. Cultural alternatives, we won't be able to eat like the Chinese, Hungarian, any of that kind of stuff. Depending on what kind of foods or what kind of ingredients are in that. If greenhouses are used for year-round production of produce, it's going to increase electricity and energy to heat during our winters. And depending where the individual lives, to go 100 miles every single week for your local foods can be kind of strenuous on the bank account there to be able to drive back and forth every week to allow this to happen. So, system problem, how can it be fixed? Well, since we have 4 seasons, we got our harsh winters, right? I did some research and I found out what we can use are things called cold boxes. Wooden frame, bottomless box so there's still soil, and you put a tarp over top so sunlight can come in. The foods can be prolonged and harvest to late winter. And then we have our greenhouses, hydroponics. So they do have some year-round greenhouses. It's kind of hard to find around Ontario-ish, but it helps to prolong our seasons. And now there's this other thing that I talked to my mom about. She said that she uses flash freezing. So it's a quick process where you take your fresh produce, you flash freeze it, you vacuum seal it, you put it in your freezer. You can take it out 4 months later and thaw it out, and it'll taste just as good, have just as much nutrients, and still be locally grown. So here's the examples. The cold boxes on the left, greenhouses in the middle, and flash freezing on the right here. Why are these solutions good? It allows people alternatives to proceed with this 100-mile diet. Possibilities to harvest food all year round. And if Canadians can eat homegrown food all year round, why wouldn't we, right? So here's some opportunities in my region, Durham region. So as over here, it's very hard to see, but it's a long list of all the produce, vegetables, fruits that we can see, that we can eat from May to October. So you see there's a long list that we can provide from and consume. So I also did for my examples some local opportunities for the 100-mile diet is where I'm living right now. We got our meat, we got Berta Organics, which is 16 miles from Toronto. The Healthy Butcher, which is downtown Toronto. We've got our produce, which we have a variety here, which is between 50 and 30 miles from Toronto. Got different local farms here. In our dairy, we have our Gailey Foods, which is from across Toronto, GTA. And our Montfort Dairy, which is 91 miles from Toronto. Here's my sources. Thank you for listening.